Get out of my business, bitch.
I'm getting hot for the temperature. I know your girl want a signature. I know she wanted a mall call. I'm always open like Walmart. Remember when they used to sleep on me? Now they not missing alarm clocks. I got them all scared to guard me. Look how they holding their arm far. I gotta show them the range. They thought I was driving a foreign car. Do they got insurance for ankles? Cause you gonna be using your OnStar. I'm always breaking their ankles. That's why I'm usually an all-star. You never catching me off guard. Why you think I made this sauce song? I'm already cooking them. Soon as I look at them, I go to putting this sauce on. You better take them and lace them. I like to shake them and break them. Straight to the hole, I'ma take them. Already know I'ma make it. Because I'm an ankle bully. You need your ankle brace. Run from the ankle bully. Cause I'm out your ankle breaker. You know I'm the ankle bully. So don't get your ankles taken. Don't even step on the court unless you got some ankle support. If you want the number, it's 1-800, nobody is stopping that boy. I got the game on a string, feel like it's glued to my hand. If you think you're taking the ball, that mean I'm losing my hand. I'm cooking them ankles for breakfast. Look how I'm making them scramble, just like the pots in the pans. You know I came with a handle. I know you wish you could stop me. Nobody's blowing that candle. Watch how I rock on the sleep. You better bring your pajamas. Look how they slipping and falling. I got them going bananas. I got an ankle bully graveyard. Give me your ankles to bury you. This is an ankle under investigation. Y'all gotta guess who did it. The ankle bully was playing. You better take them and lace them. I like to shake them and break them. Straight to the hole, I'ma take them.
Get out of my business, bitch.
You need your ankle brace.
there was a trade. Let me just recap the week that Phoenix has had, okay? So their owner threatens to move the team, and then he says, nah, I'm not really going to do that. Then they trade away Trevor Ariza. Then that's not really going to happen. So now, joining us, the most trusted man in all of basketball, Woj, to explain to us what exactly did go down tonight, Woj.
Hey, Michelle, the three teams believed they had an agreement that would have sent Trevor Ariza to Washington, Kelly Oubre from Washington to Memphis, and Austin Rivers to Phoenix, along with either Dylan Brooks or Marshawn Brooks and Wayne Selden. And the deal fell apart shortly after both the Wizards and Memphis finished their games. Phoenix was under the impression they were getting Dylan Brooks, a much better young player for Memphis, versus Marshawn Brooks, who's a veteran journeyman. He's been in and out of the NBA. And there was, at the very least, a miscommunication between those two teams. Right now, there's a lot of finger-pointing going on among the three teams, blaming each other for this falling apart. But the bottom line is Trevor Ariza is still with the Suns, Kelly Oubre still with Washington, and this was an unraveling of a deal unlike I think any of us have ever seen in the league.
I imagine this will go on for the next several hours into tomorrow, Woj. Thank you, and I really just want to get y'all's reaction.
Good luck with the show tomorrow, Woj. 11:30 ESPN 2.
So my theory, and I don't think it's crazy, but my theory is that Phoenix was not aware that there were two Brooks on the Grizzlies roster, right?
What we talked about before the games today. We talked about the Phoenix organization. I mean, look how much has gone on in the last few weeks, from the move-in, the Trevor trade to this. It's just something has to be done over there. I'm sorry, something has to be done.
Well, but what can be done?
I don't know, but this is crazy. I mean, they had to be aware there were two Brooks. You know, I mean, everybody's got the boards in their office with every person's name on every roster. They had to know there were two Brooks.
This is elite level incompetence. Shout to Memphis, because I'm pretty sure they were probably like, yeah, Brooks,
Sure.
Brooks, but didn't say which one.
I mean, they thought they
like,
got
we're going to send y'all Marshawn. They like, no, we're not.
But now they all have to deal with these guys coming back.
Right, it's going to be a little
I've been
awkward.
involved in that one time, and it's not an easy thing now.
Well, I know Dylan Brooks has been paying attention and did tweet this not too long ago. Sweaty. Whew, go Grizz. I mean, look, I feel bad for Marshawn. This whole thing just reeks of I don't know what. The bizarre part is, though, that the key pieces, Trevor Ariza, Kelly Oubre, that's what everyone was focusing on. That deal's dead now, and I think a lot of us were excited to see how that change would affect these teams. And now
it gets uncomfortable for those players now.
Yes.
You come back to the airplane or the locker room or practice the next day, you're looking at the coach, you're looking at the general manager, you're like, you know, y'all wanted to trade me now, and it's just a lot of you're just salty right now. You just don't even feel like being
Stan, how does this work? Can you take us behind the scenes? Like, how is it texting? Is it picking up a phone? Like, how are these communications
Oh, it's
going?
always on the phone when you're doing these trades. I mean, you know, it's too important. And on a three-team trade, I mean, you're talking to both of the other teams. At least that's what I'm used to. So, you know, there's no confusion.
And also, Sarver came out and acknowledged that he was adamant of not trying to do a deal with the Lakers because of obviously what happened with Tyson Chandler. Now, Trevor Ariza's back in play for the rest of the league. Kelly Oubre is a young, talented player they've been giving more minutes to. Really, they're trying to trade him because of the big contract they gave Otto Porter, and he's not performing. He's going to be up for a big deal this offseason. So now Oubre goes back into the mix of possibilities of what might happen next. It's going to be awkward for everyone.
Yes, it is.
Wow, that was entertaining.
You can do this. You can do this. Open app, take photo, file claim.
Okay, I said this to start my show, is I didn't learn anything about James Harden last night. He's great. I know it. But I learned something about the Lakers. Brandon Ingram got hurt again, left. In the last 4 games without him, Kyle Kuzma has established himself. I had an NBA scout tell me a year ago. Just keep watching Kuzma. He's got dog. Ingram doesn't have dog. Kuzma's got dog. Coaches are all looking for dog.
Right.
Am I nuts here?
No.
LeBron found his 2.
certainly for this year, Kuzma is a better fit with LeBron than Ingram. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Well, one, he can catch and shoot.
Bingo.
And like you said, he has that dog because LeBron is such a facilitator that his second guy, think of the best fits with him as a second guy. Kyrie Irving, dog. Dwayne Wade, dog. Like, when they get it, they just go and get it. Kuzma, I mean, sometimes you, like, pull it back a little bit, but you like that he's so aggressive in terms of trying to score.
And a lot of these young guys, these Andrew Wiggins guys, they're talented, but there's no alpha. Right. Kuzma's aggressive to a fault. For the record, LeBron loves aggressive guys. He loves Rondo. He likes JR. Question. He likes kind of the crazy aggressive guy.
Look, I'm not saying Kyle Kuzma is not as good as Scottie Pippen. I don't think he'll be as good as Scottie Pippen. They're totally different types of players. Pippen was better playmaker, defender. Kuzma's more of a scorer's mentality. But watching Kuzma learn and grow under LeBron, I feel like I felt when I watched Pippen. Pippen didn't just come in the league. It's great. He averaged 8 points as a rookie. Yeah. 14 the next year, I think. Then 16, 17. All-Star his third year. Every year you could see improvement with him under Jordan. And I used to sit there and think, I can just see how he's learning. He's like a pupil at Michael Jordan's feet. And he improved every year, really every month.
And Kyle's doing that.
I see the same thing with Kuzma.
So that tells me that, and I'll go back to this, you think I'm nuts. Kuzma can hit threes. LeBron's a better three-point shooter. They have an identity if they get Bradley Beal. I'm just saying, now they're an elite three-point shooting team with Josh Hart off the bench who can shoot threes.
There's an interesting situation here because the players they would have to use to get Beal, they want to use to get Anthony Davis. Right. Okay, Anthony Davis is obviously a better player.
Yes.
The question is, how good of a fit is he with LeBron?
Beal's a great fit.
Beal's a great fit. He's not as good as Davis, but he's a great fit. I think they're going to go for the shiny toy, and it may work because, look, Kyrie wasn't the perfect fit. Wade wasn't the perfect fit with LeBron, but the two of them were just so good individually that they won. That would be the Anthony Davis model. I don't think he's going to be a perfect fit with LeBron, but they're both so good that you think they could win. The better fit, though, is Beal, Kuzma, LeBron, but is that good enough to win championships?
I think it is.
If the Warriors break up, maybe.
All right, let's go. I got to go to two things here. Number one, Kevin Durant is talking, podcast, banging on LeBron, and you.
I love it. I love it. And I don't know that he's taking shots at LeBron because they are good friends, but he's laying down the gauntlet. Like I told you, I've always been told he doesn't want to play with LeBron. He thinks he's better than LeBron. Right. And this goes back years. This isn't just since he started winning championships. He thinks he's better than LeBron and has for a long time, so he wants to compete against him. And he is laying down the gauntlet, Colin. Like, now, you can sit back and say, oh, easy to do when you got Steph and Clay and, you joined the 73-win team, which is legitimate. However, he is laying it down, and maybe, if he really wants to one-up LeBron, don't just keep winning it in Golden State. But if he went to the Clippers, which there's obviously all this talk about, and he won over LeBron or made the Clippers better, then that really would be Kevin Durant sticking it to LeBron.
One of the things I said, what bothers me, you don't have to be the best NBA reporter ever to be great. You don't have to be the best talk show host ever to be great. But in sports, Andy Reid and Phillip Rivers are not great because they don't have the ring. Barry Switzer has a ring. Andy Reid's a better coach. And that's no shot at Barry Switzer because Barry was a legend in college and won a ring in the NFL. But the same thing I've been told gets you hot in the NBA. That you have to win the ring or it invalidates your life.
I remember, I know when it changed. Because, look, Jerry West made it to 9 finals, won 1.
1 and 8.
He lost his first 7. Okay? And he's the logo. And his nickname's Mr. Clutch. And I love Jerry West. There's nothing against him. But today, if a player got to 9...
So I'm trying to take my girlfriend to the movies, but I don't get paid till tomorrow. So I'm using the Earnin app to get paid instantly so we can go buy tickets. Date night saved. Thanks, Earnin.
Stop waiting for payday.
look at them, I go to putting the sauce on. You better take them and lace them. I like to shake them and break them. Straight to the hole, I'ma take
finals, only one lost his first 7. There's no way. He'd be known as the opposite.
We would mock you.
He would be getting crushed daily. He doesn't have it. He's not a winner, this and that. It changed. It began to change with Bird and Magic. Okay, Bird and Magic, because they were so obviously just about winning, didn't care about the individual statistics. Bird never led the league in scoring, even though he was a great scorer. Magic only averaged 19 points a game, but they were all about winning, and they won right away.
Yes.
Magic is a rookie, Bird in his 2nd year. I mean, think about now when a guy's in his 5th, 6th year, we still think he's growing. They were, by their 5th or 6th year, it was like, man, they're in the finals every year. And then Jordan took it to another level.
Thank you.
Because he won so much, he set the standard and the bar so high, and he won those 6 in a condensed time. Like Kobe won 5, Duncan won 5, but it was over a much longer period. And now that's when winning became the end-all, be-all in the NBA. And now if you don't win, I mean, it is really held against you.
It really is, and it's unfortunate. By the way, I said this earlier, there are tough jobs in sports. This moment, it's not the Cowboys. By the way, there have been a lot of average seasons by Jason Garrett. Keeps his job. Keeps his job. John Farrell kept his job in Boston for several years. I want people to think about this. Luke Walton's won 6 of 8, 7 of 11, is about 2 games out of first, with LeBron and mostly pending transactions. He's got Magic as a boss, Kobe's agent as a boss, Jerry West in the building. He's got Phil Jackson's ex owns the team, and LeBron on the team. And I am hearing regularly he's going to get run out of the building by the trading deadline. This is the toughest job in American sports today. I'm not saying it will be in 10 years. We are being ridiculous with Luke Walton, are we not?
I think he's doing a good job.
So do I.
This team is, what, a game and a half, 2 games out of first place in the West. Like you said, I agree. Everything you said is true. It's a tough job. The question, I think he'll survive this year. The question is, will he be back next year? That's the question. And if they go deep in the playoffs, which, why shouldn't they? If they don't go deep in the playoffs, I don't think it's going to be Luke Walton's fault. It'll be on the players. Like, because the West is there for the taking in terms of getting to the conference finals. You got OKC, after the Warriors, of course. OKC and who? I mean, Houston's having all sorts of troubles. You got LeBron James and Kuzma's coming, and you got depth. You got Rondo. You have veterans who've been there. We'll see how Luke does in the playoffs, but I think he's going to survive this year. I don't think he's gone before the trade deadline. I heard Steven Jackson on here, though, say he couldn't play for Luke. Here's the challenge for Luke, and this is probably why you hear some of the things you hear. Luke is coaching players and against players that he played against. And they know, and forget he wasn't great. We know he wasn't great. Most of the ex-players that are good coaches weren't great. But Ty Lue, who's in the same boat as Luke, coaching, yes, he was viewed as a dog. He wasn't a great player, but people respected him, players, as, he goes and gets it. He's a warrior. Derek Fisher, same thing. He's a dog. He's a warrior. He hit big shots. Luke didn't have that. That's why a guy, but here, Phil Jackson, not a great player. Pat Riley, not a great player. But guess what? By the time they started coaching, pretty much everyone they competed against was done. And it was a younger generation that didn't really remember them as players and all that. And they could build themselves up as these great coaches. That's what Luke is fighting with some of the guys that are his age. I mean, he was in LeBron and Wade's draft.
That's a good point. Good seeing you, bud. Who do you like, Cowboys, Colts?
That's a tough one.
Cowboys have wrapped it up. They've wrapped it up. And the Colts are fighting for their lives. And I
think I'm going to go with the Colts.
Love the Colts.
Don't hold me to that, but I think I'm going to go with the Colts. You know I'm 40-20 in my picks this year?
What?
40-20 with the spread, against the spread.
What?
40-20. That's right.
What is that?
I could be making millions if I. Yeah, me and Parker.
You're 40-20.
I'm 40-20. I'm not gonna tell you what he is, but I'm crushed. I'm not even competing against him anymore.
Yeah.
I'm just competing.
You're
against
like
myself.
Alabama, and he's
right. I mean, he's under 500. I'll just put it that way. I'm 40-20, man.
Well, that's right. There's a reason I always ask you football questions.
Hey,
You know your stuff.
people listen to me and bet, and you might win some money.
There you go. Thanks, buddy. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.
Go. Gotta keep on running. You can't keep looking back. Gotta keep running. Keep running. Oh, man, she's never gonna get out.
All right, get Steven Jackson here. Steven Jackson said this week on the show, and people freaked out. Play this.
It would be hard for me to play on that team and respect Luke Walton.
Why?
I played against him.
Well, what's that mean?
I mean, I don't respect him. He won championships. If I was on Steve Kerr's coach staff, he got hurt, and I coached that team.
Yeah.
Would I be a great coach? He got considered a great coach after that. I don't think he's a coach for that team. I think LeBron's doing all the coaching over there.
Oh, Lord. Do you stand by that?
I've never said nothing I don't stand by.
So you're standing right in the middle of a room, right next to those comments.
Yeah, on top of them if I have to.
You just don't like Luke.
It's nothing personal.
No, I know that, but you just don't think he's a good coach.
No, I just don't think the guys they have on the team, he's a coach that they'll respect to go out there and play the way they need to play.
By the way, you know this because you're in the league. Not all wins mean you're great. Not all losses mean you're bad.
Right.
Last night, to me, was a big night for the Lakers. They have established now, and all these players are going to move. Kyle Kuzma is the number 2 to LeBron.
Really?
You don't think so? You don't see it?
I think if they had a number 2, they wouldn't still be worried about bringing guys in. I think they have a whole bunch of young guys.
You don't think Kuzma's better than all these young guys? 25 a game since Ingram got hurt. He can shoot.
I don't think he's that much better than Hart. I think Hart his shot is not falling right now. I think they have a whole bunch of young guys with a lot of talent.
You don't buy Kuzma?
No, I love Kuzma, but I don't think you can just give him the number 2 yet.
I'm saying, so right now you're still up in the air on Ingram, Lonzo, Hart, Kuzma.
Yeah, you don't know who's going to be the number 2 yet.
Oh, I think Kuzma's established himself.
A lot of people said that Kuzma's definitely established himself as a professional, but a number 2 to LeBron James, I can't give him that yet.
What does he got to do?
He has to be a number 2 type player. Number 2 type players are the guys that we're talking about bringing to play with LeBron. Kawhi, KD, AD. Those guys can be 1 or 2 guys. He's not on that level yet.
Is he like a 4?
He can be a good third. He's a solid third guy right now. He's not the second guy. He's not the Robin to the Batman right now.
So like on the Celtics comparably, you would have Kyrie, Gordon Hayward, Jason Tatum. He's in the Jason Tatum thing.
No. He's more Gordon Hayward. Jason Tatum's better than Gordon Hayward. And Gordon Hayward's probably the 4th best player on that team right now. I would go Tatum, then Horford, then Kyrie first.
Man.
Yes.
What do you make? So last night, you were a very physical player. And you were a tough guy.
I don't like that.
Why?
Because people twist that tough guy stuff with a gangster and thug.
I don't say that. You're tough.
I just played
Dwayne
basketball.
Wade?
I appreciated the game every night.
I would call Dwayne Wade a tough player.
Okay, well, you might say it the right way, but people tend to twist that.
No, I think you were just no BS.
Right.
You're just a tough guy.
Yeah.
I mean, you would, if a fight started and you walked over, people wouldn't throw punches.
I'm jumping in. If I'm with you, Joy, whoever else, I'm jumping in.
I may need you.
I'm jumping in.
If I ever see Baker Mayfield again, I may need you.
Nah, Baker's my guy. I'm sorry.
Okay, but LeBron did something last night you didn't love.
Yes.
Tell me.
This what separates him when you get put to talk about the Jordan and Kobe category. Jordan and Kobe, if you have a guy like James that's basically unstoppable every night, but he's having a night where he's going off almost 50, Kobe is going to switch on that man without the coach saying anything. Jordan's going to take that they're going to compete. They're going to compete and take the challenge of stopping James. James is a guy you can't stop. Let me say that. He's hard. He's unguardable. But take the challenge. Try to make it hard on him. Kobe would have took the challenge. Jordan would have took the challenge. I think LeBron kind of half took the challenge with putting his hands behind his back while he was guarding him and all that type of stuff. And this is the killer instinct that you expect him to have, but we never see.
That has been a knock in LeBron's career. that maybe psychologically LeBron feels like, I'm bringing you enough. You can't make me guard the other best player.
I mean, and he's right. He does everything. He has a great game almost every night. But at the same time, when you're that great, when so much is expected of you, you built like no other athlete ever. You have the skills like no other athlete ever. You should be able to go out there and be a great defender as well. And that's all. Just heart and wanting to stop a guy. You can't really teach that, and you have to have the energy to go out there and do it.
By the way, I want to throw this out at you because we got a bunch of stuff to do. It's obviously a big football day.
Yes.
Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram.
Mm-hmm.
So when I look at the Lakers, it's LeBron. I think Kuzma's been established as the 2.
Mm-hmm.
He will be the 3 eventually when they get somebody else. But I would move everybody else right now. Like, I've seen enough of Lonzo. I like him, but he's too inconsistent. I've seen enough of Brandon Ingram. I like him, but I think he'll never be an elite shooter. 3 years in the league, he's still not. Would you move even Kuzma? To you, is it LeBron and you trade anybody? If I told you Lonzo, would you move him?
Yes.
Ingram, would you move him?
No.
You wouldn't move him?
No.
Kuzma, would you move him?
For sure not.
So you think those guys you're keeping?
You know what? I would definitely keep Kuzma. I honestly think Lonzo is the point guard for the future there. I think he can build with LeBron. I think LeBron can help him grow and become a great point guard. If anybody, I would get rid of Ingram.
Before we let you go, you have a connection with Kevin Durant. You talk a lot and text a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Durant, but he tends to think if you criticize him, you hate him. I actually like him. I think he's the second best player in the league. If you talk to him in the last couple of days.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that. It's just he feels like why does when everybody speak about their best players, why is it wrong if LeBron's not on the list? Like, you have the right to have your own favorite players, but when people speak about their favorite players, and LeBron's not on that list, they feel like he's automatically hating, and that's so far from true.
So he doesn't hate LeBron?
Not at all. I've said it many times. We have many conversations about LeBron. He speaks highly of. I haven't heard him say one bad thing about LeBron.
But he thinks he's better than LeBron?
He should.
Who are you better than in the NBA? Give me a guy that you think you're better than. It'll be a Hall of Famer.
Ooh.
Ray Allen? Ray Allen.
Definitely Ray Allen.
You're better than Ray Allen.
And Ray Allen gonna say, well, Ray Allen shoot the ball, all this.
Manu Ginobili.
I definitely think I was better than Ginobili. Oh, definitely. I went to a lot of teams. If I stayed in that system in San Antonio, people would have been talking different, but I went to a lot of different places and put up 20 points.
Blake Griffin.
No way. That's a whole different animal. I'm not better than Blake now. Blake just does a lot of stuff. Now, hold on. I can compete with anybody, but I'm being honest with you. Blake, no, I'm not a better basketball player.
That's fair. Anybody else? I want to throw one more out there. This is going to be a headline in some newspaper.
I was definitely not Tracy McGrady. Wasn't even close, but I competed with all those guys, and I had good nights against every guy you name. Great nights.
Give me one. Vince Carter.
I think as a player, yes. As a legacy, my legacy not even close to his legacy.
Well, he's 60 now. He's still playing. Yeah,
but I'm saying he's one of the best, probably the best dunker of all time.
Yeah, I think he is.
I don't have none of those, none of those accolades, but I have the best accolade.
Dwayne Wade.
Tupac of the NBA. That's my favorite. I'm Tupac of the NBA.
You're Tupac?
Yep.
Which means?
I'm an outlaw.
All right, that's good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I'll take that.
I don't know.
Never made an All-Star game, but I'm respected by my peers, so I take that any day.
What'd you say? What about Meta?
Meta?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're better than him. How about Melo?
Oh, I lock Melo up some nights. Melo got the best of me some nights, but like I said, I was better than Melo some nights too. He was better than me some nights, but it ain't too many people, even the stars, can say that they dominated me every time they played. Even the star players, you gotta remember. Shaq talk a lot about his team beating the Warriors. Hey, big fella, we knocked y'all off in 03. So, if you feel like you can beat the Warriors, then we should feel like we can beat them too.
Good stuff. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.
I'm the best to ever progress on the measure, metronome in the lyrical. All I can do is turn the sister to my all-night masseuse. Zone in the goo, this is my moment, the truth. Can I rock?
Yeah, Steven Jackson joining us, who just talked to Kevin Durant today. I'll get to that in a second. You are wearing a suit with, what kind of shoes are those?
Air Max.
You are claiming you were the first guy to do that.
I actually brought swag to it. Like, you know, guys were wearing tennis shoes, but they wouldn't wear Jordans. You know, and they wasn't wearing, like, the new up-to-date tennis shoes that's just coming out with their suits. I've been doing that, and guys are trying to run with it, but they can't do it like I do it.
Well, as you always say, it's not about
what you got on, is who got it on.
That's right.
And it's not in you, it's on you.
That too. That's right. Okay, so I've been critical of Kevin. I like Kevin Durant, for the record. I do like him. He's great. Second best player in the league. I think Steph Curry historically will mean more to basketball. He changed the way the game is played. I think I said this earlier. Bird and Magic saved the NBA. Michael made it global. LeBron made it mobile. But if you don't move now, people look at you like, you're crazy. You got to go to the better team. So Kevin Durant's just a great player. But Kevin Durant, twice in the last couple of weeks, first he said playing with LeBron is toxic. Yeah, going to the finals toxic? Okay. And then he said yesterday, mentioned a bunch of great players, MJ, Kobe, Kyrie, what? He didn't mention LeBron. So you talked to him today?
Not today, but I talked to him about it.
Okay. This is Kevin Durant. He wanted to go to Golden State, win hardware, and pop over LeBron. And he hasn't. And people still think LeBron's a man. It bothers the you-know-what out of him, doesn't it?
Well, people think that. That's not the truth, though.
What's the truth?
This is facts I'm speaking. KD has nothing but ultimate respect for LeBron. The only reason he didn't say LeBron's name is when he's speaking of those guys, of Kobe and Jordan, LeBron is still building his legacy. KD knows when people talk about the top players in the NBA, who do they mention? KD and LeBron. They don't mention really nobody else. So he understands that he's still competing with this guy. He has so much respect for this guy. I've talked to him about LeBron. He speaks highly, so it's not a shot at LeBron.
Okay, then why did he bring in Kyrie?
I'm going to explain that too. Jordan and Kobe, from guys that's played in the game in the last 20 years, we understand that no player has been more relentless at winning and playing basketball than Kobe and Jordan. Those two guys separate themselves. As a point guard in the league as Kyrie, he's doing a lot of stuff that we haven't seen, and he has that Kobe Jordan's attitude, not game-wise, but attitude-wise, the Mamba mentality. He has that. He wants to win. He wants to be great. He has that attitude, and I am a fan of Kyrie as well. But when he said Kyrie's name, he's not putting Kyrie in that category with Jordan and with Kobe. He's just saying that he has that attitude, that winning attitude, and that killer instinct that Kobe and Jordan had.
Because LeBron didn't have a killer instinct. You could have mentioned LeBron.
Yeah, but this is the guy that I'm competing with to be the best in the game right now. Our legacy is not done. You know, I can say Kyrie because he's a whole nother position. They're not saying Kyrie is at the top of the league with me. They're saying LeBron is. So this is the guy I'm competing with. And I tell you this because I know it's a fact. It's not a shot at LeBron at all, because this is one guy, when I do speak to him off camera, he gives LeBron all the props in the world.
But if he loves LeBron so much, why do I hear stories that he'd rather be a Clipper than a Laker?
Because some guys like to build their own legacy. If me personally, if I had a chance to come to LA and play in LA and get the same amount of money, I would go to the Clippers too, because I'm building something from the Clippers never won a championship.
You wouldn't play with LeBron?
Why would I when I'm fighting to be the top? When they say the best players, they're saying me and another guy. They're not just saying LeBron. So why would I want to go be a part of what he has, what he's building already? I can go to the same city, play in the same arena, different organization, and do the same thing for myself. And people can't be scared.
Get out of my business, bitch.
First of all, I don't think Durant has the guts to go to the Clippers and be in the same town as LeBron, who may have Anthony Davis.
Give me some,
if LeBron beats
give me some time when the coach of Michael Jordan's Charlotte Hornets.
What is that?
He won't be the only one coming.
Time out. You talked to him yesterday.
Right.
What does that mean?
Well, we never talked about...
No, Michael Jordan is not the official coach.
If I was him, I would.
Okay. If you were him, you would. Do you think he will?
I don't know what he's going to do.
What?
I have no idea.
Gut feeling.
Gut feeling? I don't know.
Pull it up.
I honestly don't know. When he was a free agent before he went to Golden State, I had a lot of thoughts of what he would do.
Yeah.
You know, and going to Golden State was one of them. But me, all I can think now is the only situation for him is to stay there and continue to build his legacy.
Totally agree. I would never leave. They're going to do statues, and he could be I mean, the way I look at everybody's legacy. I think LeBron and Kevin Durant's legacies are formed. LeBron's going to go down statistically, analytically, as the best player of all time. Now, you're not going to get the 6 for 6 like Jordan, but LeBron will go down. Analytics not close, statistics not close. LeBron will play longer, be greater than any player ever. Kevin Durant will be the best player on the greatest team ever, but not MJ and not LeBron. I think Kevin Durant falls into the 13th to 25th best player of all time.
So what if he's top?
With tomorrow being the first day that players who sign new contracts for the offseason become trade eligible, we thought it would be fun to play a game of Who Says No. I love it. We give you the trade scenarios. This was from ESPN.com's 10 big trades we'd like to see piece. You can find that on the ESPN app, and you guys will tell me if you like them. First up, this is a 3-team.
What the fuck? I don't know. Tell him no. Give me here then. Taking too long. Cause you taking too long. I said. Charlotte Hornets. Yeah, it's James. You knew that. It's still James. Pull up rumors. Inside sources. Markel Fultz, it's anybody's guess. Dylan Brooks tweeted out, "Go Grizz." Ty Lawson signed a deal in China. Washington and Phoenix are still talking tonight, trying to find a way to negotiate a trade centered on Trevor Ariza. They gonna get this shit done some kind of way. What you think? Phoenix wants a point guard too. These organizations can make it happen, man. I mean, the confidence of the guys on your roster already has knowledge of the move you want to make. Get them out of there. You know, so they can bleed the colors of their team, because they're not going to bleed the red, white, and silver. You know, anymore. Would you get out of my business, bitch? And then the next game they play is against the Suns.
takes a few seconds, so I'll switch this one on. And we'll just see if Mummy talks. Alex? 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 Hello, you.
This is a miracle rescue. All 13 members of the soccer team are out of the cave.
He turns into a superhero, set on feeding as many homeless people as possible.
This election, we've seen historic voter turnout.
An all-Asian cast, there's nothing more empowering. Right up into it.
Life may seem, while there's life, there is hope.
Kids have the dream, they just want to know that someone cares.
We got love for you. It's only right. We got to stick together.
Filled with people doing
Nick Young's new squad. Nick Young got a say that and get out of my business, bitch. Greetings, y'all. Get out of my business, bitch!
And coming right up, we'll see the Denver Nuggets playing against the San Antonio Spurs.
We're trying to get over to Phoenix and Washington, but this game came first. Aye. Nick Young on the new squad.
He's had some talent to work with. Maybe not a superstar in this game, but then he's made the Nuggets somewhat competitive.
See what happens with Fultz, JR. If Ariza's officially going to stay where we just put him.
That first quarter's brutal. Very brutal. How about a third shit? It's even worse. Shit. Don't shave him up. Well, you're a big guy. You want to shave my everyone? Shaq it. Got him, Kimmy. Yeah. I'm a square. I thought it was not circle.
Well,